Welcome to Smart Cooking with Dr. Jelly. Today I'm going to share my family's secret recipe for the lionhead meatballs. The lionhead meatball is a classic dish for the Chinese New Year feast. The traditional ways of making these meatballs use water chestnut as a main ingredient, but my family uses sticky rice instead. Our meatballs are incredibly soft and tasty as a result. For the starting materials to make the meatballs, you will need 2 pounds ground pork, 2 cups sticky rice, it's also called sweet rice, 2 cups diced green onion, it's about 6 stalks, 1 cup breadcrumbs, I use the Trader Joe brand, 2 cups water, 2 eggs, 1/3 cup soy sauce, 1 tablespoon grated ginger, 3 tablespoons sesame seed oil, 1 tablespoon sugar, 2 tablespoons cornstarch. If you are not going to glaze the meatballs in the end, you can also add a teaspoon salt. You'll also need a jug of vegetable oil or corn oil for frying the meatballs. 3 quarts should be enough. First, cook sticky rice in a rice cooker. Use the cups that came with your rice cooker to measure 2 cups sticky rice. Add water to the 2-cup line in the rice cooker. Choose either white rice mode or sweet rice mode, then press start. After rice is cooked, let it cool down at room temperature for 30 minutes. Put pork in a large mixing bowl. Add soy sauce, sesame seed oil, sugar, grated ginger. Crack 2 eggs in the bowl. Mix well till all the ingredients are well incorporated. Add diced green onion and mix again. Add cooked sticky rice. Fold in the rice thoroughly with the meat. You can either use a spatula or your hands. Hands are more fun, of course. Last, add breadcrumbs and fold in thoroughly. When it's done, let the mixture rest for 30 minutes so the meat juice could soak up the breadcrumbs. Before making the meatballs, you will need to prepare the cornstarch dipping solution. Add 2 tablespoons cornstarch in 2 cups of water. Mix till the solution is uniformly starchy. To make the meatballs, put a fist-sized mixture in the palm of your hand. Make sure to use enough meat to form a large meatball. The reason it's called the lionhead is because of its large size. Press and shape the mixture with both hands till it forms a firm, round ball. Dip the meatball in a starch solution so it will not be sticky and later forms a crispy outer layer when frying. Place the meatballs in another bowl. Repeat until all the mixtures are used up. You will end up with about 16 lionhead meatballs. Next, we'll fry the meatballs. Set a 4 quarts or 6 quarts Dutch oven or heavy-duty pot on the stove top. Use a smaller pot if you want to use less oil. It will take just longer time since you'll be frying smaller batches of meatballs each time. You'll need a jug of vegetable oil or corn oil for frying because they have higher smoke point. I use the Costco brand as it's the most inexpensive. Add oil to the pot until it's about 3 inches deep. You'll need enough oil to completely cover the meatballs. Set the temperature on high heat. Wait till the temperature reaches about 300 Fahrenheit. You could also use a traditional Chinese way of testing the temperature. If a dry chopstick sizzles in the hot oil, then it is ready. Slowly lower the meatballs in the hot oil with a spatula or a skimmer spoon. Don't overcrowd the pot. 6 quarts pot will fit 8 meatballs easily. Turn down the heat to medium. Gently lift the meatballs with the thin spatula so they don't stick to the bottom. Check the meatballs to make sure they are cooked evenly. Fry the meatballs till they are golden brown. It takes about 10 minutes. It is important to keep the heat on medium so the inside of the meatballs cooks thoroughly and the outside doesn't burn. Take out the finished meatballs and put them in a bowl. Fry the rest of the meatballs till they are all done. The finished meatballs should be crispy on the outside but soft and juicy on the inside. They're delicious to eat at this point. To make them even more amazing, we're going to cook them in a sweet and sour glaze. For the glaze, you'll need half cup soy sauce, half cup sake, half cup mirin, and a quarter cup brown sugar. In a wok or saucepan, add sake, mirin, soy sauce, and brown sugar. Cook on high heat until the liquid generates foam aggressively. When the glaze starts to drip off the spatula slowly, add the meatballs. Only use enough meatballs for one meal. Store the rest of the meatballs in the refrigerator for future use. Simmer the meatballs for 2 minutes until they're coated with the glaze. Take out the meatballs and pour the glaze on top. There you have the sweet and sour lionhead meatballs. Let's eat. 吃饭啦. When I was little, even though we had this dish at every Chinese New Year, since only the men could sit at the main dinner table, the kids would only be able to eat one if they're lucky to get one from their dads. Fortunately, that's not the case anymore. Happy the Year of the Ox!